Good morning and welcome to KU. Oh, I blanked. Well, anyways, I'm the KU gamer. That's the important part. And I'm joined here by Maddie and Grayson. And in case you guys were wondering, my parents call me Justice every once in a while. But today, we're going to be throwing it back to 2014. We're going to be talking about a game released a while ago, The Sims 4. Now, The Sims 4 debuted initially in 2000 with the release of The Sims 1. And there has been a massive amount of additions added to this game. They're going to be able to help me out. I mean, expansion packs, game packs, kits, you name it. You can add Sims. It's crazy. So how long have you guys been playing The Sims?
Since I played The Sims since like 2012, because I played The Sims 3 for a bit before
Nice,
Sims 4
nice.
came out.
Yeah, the only Sims game I've ever gotten to play is The Sims 4, just because my computer will not be able to last with any of the older games. It barely can stand The Sims 4 enough. It sounds like a jet engine anytime I try to run it. So I've been playing The Sims 4 since it came out in about 2014.
Yeah, The Sims 4 has been a more recent game for me. I haven't really been playing it that much, so I'm still kind of new. I don't really get all the features yet, but I've definitely been grinding. So what's the best part about the game? I mean, it's old obviously, and it's really customizable and stuff. Like, you can add a bunch of stuff, but what's really what brings you guys back to the game so much?
I really just love making my Sims. I love making my
Yes,
little
I
people.
agree.
It's just so customizable and how diverse you can make everybody in
Yeah.
The Sims. I love making my little households and seeing what things I can do to them, what paths I can take them on, you know.
Yeah, I just like creating storylines for each of them. And then my sister, she loves designing all the houses. I can't. I hate designing the houses. I literally just steal them off the gallery. So
Me too.
See, I've been into the challenges and stuff, so doing breed out the whatever it is. So you start with a sim that has all these weird face formations, and you just slowly start getting the kids, and you see how long it takes for them to breed it out, all the bad genes and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in game that you can do too, aside from all the customizable features. There's events you can go to. There's a love fest and stuff you can attend, different musical fests. I went to a Glass Animals concert in The Sims, which is pretty sick. I have a shirt to show it. I mean, I'm a big fan. So I mean, what would you say? Do you guys go to a lot of the events, or do you just stick with the gameplay?
For the most part, I really stick with the gameplay.
yeah, I don't really like the events. They're kind of just, sometimes they're just annoying. So I
Yeah.
don't really ever do.
Yeah.
They're just average.
Yeah, that's fair. So this game coming from 2014, Twitch wasn't yet really a big deal. So streamers are still playing this game, and there's a couple streamers that are huge. We can recognize Little Simsy, obviously, and then Kelsey and Pete Shay. Kelsey and Pete Shay. Those are probably the two most recognizable streamers that I've watched. Are there any streamers that you guys listen to or watch?
I don't really watch a lot of people on YouTube anymore play The Sims, but when I was, definitely Little Simsy was one of my favorites, and then Plumbella was another one that I watched a lot.
Yeah, I watched them, but I just can't remember their names. But I did watch a lot of the videos
Yeah.
to steal ideas.
There's a lot now. For some reason, they're bigger now than they were when the game dropped, so it's crazy. But they've helped introduce this whole idea that The Sims isn't just what the game offers. There's more to it. So now we get into the custom content, or the CC, the best part of the game.
Yep.
So custom content is basically modifications that you can download online, super easy. You run them into the game files, and they add on clothing, hairstyles, even different Sims, houses, anything that you really want. I'm a big CC user. I definitely love CC. I've added cars, I've added bikes and stuff. It's awesome. Do you guys use a lot of CC?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
all the
It
time.
makes my computer want to explode, but I download primarily custom content for Create a Sim, so a lot of clothes and hair and just that kind of thing. Last time I played, I was trying to look for more stuff to add into my house whenever. I mean, again, you said you were bad at interior design. I'm also bad at that. I always take my houses from the gallery, but I was trying to find ways to spice that up and download custom content through that. But big custom content person.
Yeah, I'm all about the custom content because I just also don't think the Create a Sim, some of the clothes are really, really
Oh
bad.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
2014.
And-
we
yeah.
didn't really almost style
And
yet.
yeah, and then I also, do you guys know what the MC Command Center is?
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
to have that because it's
Yes.
I cheat
Yeah.
everything. I don't
Absolutely.
even care.
Yep.
It's the best.
This is one of those games where cheating isn't really a bad thing.
No,
like
it's not.
it's all. You don't really gain or lose anything out
Yeah.
of cheating. You're kind of just.
Every time I start a new house, I immediately am like typing in method.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So much money, so much
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. See, as a KU gamer, I most of the time fill my house with gamer stuff, and they're always
Yep.
their aspiration, which is like their goal out of the Sims life, is usually like technologically based. So, well, now we got to get to the nitty gritty, the bad part about this game. So, Origin is the primary platform because it's EA based, Electronic Arts. That being said, Origin does have a 48-hour trial. However, the game still costs, I believe it's free if you pay a $5 monthly membership to EA, or you can buy it for $20 to $40. Is that the only cost we have to pay? I mean, I know
No,
you guys
no.
know the answer.
Definitely not.
So what else do you have to pay for if you want the full experience?
They release expansion packs, the content packs. I forget the names of like the minier versions, but the expansion packs are the bigger ones that they add on. They come out with those, I'd say once a year at least.
Yeah,
it's
they've-
very few.
Yeah.
And random.
I have, just off the top of my head, I think I have about 6 of the packs, the expansion packs, and those usually are about $40, but they go on sale about 3 times a year for 50% off, and so I usually buy them around then, but overall, I'm honestly willing to say I've spent at least $200 on The Sims. I'd have to actually sit down and calculate how much money I've spent on this game, but that's probably what I would want to say over the course of however many years it's been since I've been playing.
Well, other than that, I know that The Sims 4 has been a staple for gaming, and it has really kind of integrated the idea of creating your own content and customizing everything that you can possibly want, and just making this world out of a video game. Other than The Sims, are there any games that you guys play or you guys watch at all?
I can say for myself, not really. I don't know about you guys.
I'm a big Stardew Valley person. I love Stardew Valley. I love Animal Crossing. I played MLB The Show a lot over quarantine, and then I played Fortnite a lot over quarantine.
Fortnite's just one of those games, it's hit or miss.
I mean, it's free, so
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
true.
might as
That's
well.
true. All right, well, I think that's all that we have for you today. Keep tuning in. We'll throw you to news and sports here soon.
Welcome back. I'm Maddie, and this is your Thursday Good Morning KU News Update. Presidential elections in France have come down to the incumbent Emmanuel Macron and far-right challenger Marine Le Pen. Sunday's national election decided which 2 candidates would advance to a final runoff later this month. Votes must be cast in the ballot box and on Election Day, as French voters are not allowed to vote in advance. In Pakistan, parliamentary leaders voted Prime Minister Imran Khan out of the office. Khan is the first Pakistani leader to be removed by a no-confidence motion and has said he would not recognize an opposition government. While protests are expected overnight, Parliament is expected to elect Shehbaz Sharif as the new prime minister. In Ukraine, Russian forces continue to remobilize along the eastern border. Satellite images show an 8-mile-long military convoy advancing to the town of Kharkiv after a Russian missile struck a train station in Kramatorsk, killing at least 50 people. European officials said the Russians are feeling self-imposed pressure to achieve some sort of victory by May 9th, the day Russia traditionally celebrates victory over Germany in World War II. A Lawrence man was arrested last week after allegedly threatening passing motorists with a large rock. Jonathan Kyle Luna has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and interference with a law enforcement officer after the incident near Harvard Road and Iowa Street. His next court appearance is scheduled for Tuesday. Chancellor Jerome said he hopes that KU's national championship in basketball will lead to a bump in enrollment next year. The all-time high for enrollment is just over 30,000 students in the fall of 2008, just after the basketball team won a national championship. This year, the number stood at 27,685 students. And for more in sports, let's toss it over to Grayson.
Thanks, Maddie. The baseball team lost 11-10 to Omaha on Tuesday night at Hoagland Ballpark. The Jayhawks are now 13-18 for the season and will head to Waco, Texas this weekend to play Baylor. Sophomore Maui Ahuna continues to crush opponent pitching and is now leading the nation with a .453 average for the season. The softball team beat Kansas City 6-4 on Tuesday at Arocha Ballpark. The Jayhawks are now 14-22 overall and will travel to Stillwater for a weekend series with Oklahoma State. The tennis team lost both to Texas and Baylor last weekend on the road, but will host Kansas State on Saturday to close out the regular season. Kansas is now 13-9 overall and 3-5 in the conference. The Big 12 Championship Tournament begins on April 22nd in Fort Worth. That's it for sports today. Be sure to join us next Thursday for a special guest to celebrate William Allen White Day. Renowned medical correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta will be joining us in the studio before giving a keynote address and receiving the William Allen White National Citation Award. Thanks for watching and have a great day.